You'll be back. Oh, it started. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
Oh, wait, we're live right now?
Yes.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. So, don't really expect people to tune in, but we shall see.
Oh, so we're just talking to nobody right now?
Yes.
It's just like empty air?
Yeah, but people watch it after the stream. That happens.
Oh, okay. If somebody tunes in, like, don't tell me, because then I'll turn into, like, a stiff wooden board. Like,
Okay. So do you want to watch The Richest Man Who Ever Lived or The Great Molasses Flood?
girl, you better be scrolling it up to the demonic possessions of Ludon.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
You're right.
In this, our Halloween season.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready, everybody?
Are we gonna full screen?
Oh, welcome one and all to the Season 4 finale of Puppet History! Today, as always, we'll be taking an ever-winding look at yet another chapter in the heavy, heavy book we call History, while our guests ruthlessly compete for the coveted title of History Master. I'm your beloved host, the Professor! Thank you! Ryan Bergara, are you ready?
It's been a long journey, and regardless of the outcome today, I just want to say I've been happy to be your student this season.
You've been great all season. I'm very impressed. Sarah Rubin, my moon and stars, are you ready?
I'm so ready, Professor. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Then
Most
let's
likely.
crack in. Now, to begin, I'm not sure what either of you do in your free time outside of the classroom, but do either of you have any experience with demons?
I've had some experience with demons. I've kind of pushed them into a cardboard box that I then pushed to the recesses of my mind palace, but
Demon?
I could open that box if you want me to. Here we go.
No.
I've had zero experience with demons because they're not real.
Tell the story.
Okay, so, like, I was here in this current house that we're living in, and then I heard, like, this weird noise, and so I left my room, and it was coming from your room.
My room?
From your room.
My room.
And so I go in, and I creak the door open, and I'm like, what's that weird noise? Oh, wait, am I allowed to swear?
It's fine.
Oh, no, I saw war on a child's channel.
That's fine. I usually tell people to keep it family friendly, but you're an exception. Feel special.
I'm sorry, children. Please forgive me. Oh my gosh, is your cursor thingy a man cap? It's so cute. I just noticed that.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, so I go into your room, and I'm looking around, I'm like, what the fuck? You're obviously on the bed sleeping. And then I hear it again. And it's just like a... it's the most evil, like, deepest, heinous, like, wheezy, thunderous snore.
Are you sure that wasn't me?
And I look over, and there actually wasn't a demon. It was just you snoring. And I wake you up, and you looked at me like you were a demon. Because you're like, why are you waking me?
Are you saying I'm a demon?
Well, I mean, this was back when you were like 3 or 4 years old. And you were definitely much more evil back then. So, potentially. But yeah, that's my demon story. Came close. Almost lost my life.
Thanks. That sucks.
Real and they don't exist, so that's mostly why I've had no experience with them. But, you know, I'm sure if they did exist, I would definitely see them and interact with them.
So you're saying you'd chill with them? That's the vibe I'm getting here.
If they've got magical powers, I want to hang out,
Yeah.
you know?
Ryan, are you with us? Ryan! Okay, all right. Okay.
That PTSD.
Well, ready your sample-sized bottle of holy water, Ryan, because we're talking about the possessions of Loudun. In May of 1632, things were looking grim in the French frontier town of Loudun. The plague was back, and it was pissed. By September, the Black Death had killed as much as 25% of the population.
Where did the plague go? It went away?
It kind of came in waves, I think.
Oh, okay.
You know, people would build up immunity, it would die out, and then it would probably evolve a bit or mutate and then come back and kill a bunch more people.
Wow,
And then they
that
put them
sounds
in those
familiar.
catacombs, right?
Sure.
Is that what this is about?
No.
Oh.
One group of women in Loudun, however, was spared the devastation of the plague, the cloistered Catholic nuns at the Ursuline convent. In September of 1632, the Ursuline convent was made up of 17 relatively young women from bougie families and the local nobility. One was even related to Cardinal Richelieu, advisor and minister to King Louis XIII himself. These women spent most of their austere lives attempting to have mystical experiences with the Holy Spirit, though there was still time for some hobbies. Sister Jeanne d'Ange, the clever, strong-willed nun in charge of the convent, especially enjoyed chatting with visitors through the gate and listening to town gossip, such as rumors that a striking young Jesuit preacher reportedly knocked up a daughter of one of the town's most important families. That's right, just because life was miserable in Loudun didn't mean there wasn't drama.
That's when you need it most, when, you know, people's flesh is rotting.
Yeah.
You need a little bit of something to talk about other than the rotting flesh.
That seems like maybe one of the best pastimes you could possibly have back then is just...
What, priests being up to no good?
Well, no, just listening for gossip.
Oh.
It's one of the greatest gifts of being a person, I think.
So, hearing gossip?
Gossip, hearing other people's gossip, talking about other people, love it. Big fan. A lot of people say it's not good. I don't care what they say.
Personally, I don't like gossip.
Well, you wouldn't, let me tell you. I think you're out of the loop on a lot of it. Let me do this.
Jesus Christ.
As the plague wound down in Loudun, inside the convent walls, the Ursuline nuns found themselves confronting a problem of their own. Oh, our first question. Hey, what was going on? A, the bank was foreclosing on the convent. B, the nuns started getting strange visitors. Or C, there was a thief in their midst.
Ooh, pass. All right, what do you think? Foreclosing, strange visitor, or thievery?
I'm either gonna say B or C.
I want to say A.
So you're choosing to go against me.
No, I just think you're wrong. So I'm choosing what I think is the right one.
Okay.
Oh.
It's writing time. It's time to participate.
It's time to write.
Ryan, what do you got?
I go B for bump in the night. I think something visited them.
Sure. Sarah, what do you got?
I got B for baby. There's some strangers in this convent.
Oh, a little mustard on that.
Yeah, you know.
Well, jelly beans for both of you. Yes, during the night of September 22nd, 1632, Sister Martha de Saint-Monique, a junior nun, woke up to find the apparition of a recently deceased priest, asking her to pray for him. The next morning, Martha went to the prioress, Jeanne d'Ange. Now, if you know nuns like I do, and I know a lot, you'd expect the head sister to remain calm and collected. You know, maybe look for other explanations and express gentle skepticism about the young woman's claims of seeing a ghost. Instead, Jeanne d'Ange told Martha that she had also seen the same apparition that night. Spooky.
Martha, dump truck in the flesh.
That's two accounts.
2 accounts.
That is substantial when it comes to hunting ghosts or ghost evidence. By the way, just a little quick roll call here. Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
The next night, a black orb was seen crossing the refectory, shoving some nuns to the ground. Damn.
So just sort of a big ball.
You know, I feel for these women, but also it's pretty funny to imagine like a black dodgeball just fucking up nuns. You know that very satisfying noise when a rubber dodgeball hits somebody? A week later, a skeleton was spotted wandering the halls.
Absolutely not.
Wait, is that real?
Not.
People claim to have seen a skeleton wandering the halls, yeah.
Okay, see, these people are making a mockery of the science here.
For the rest of September, the nuns heard voices and felt unexplained sensations, like being punched or slapped, or an urge to laugh involuntarily. By October 1st, things had only gotten worse.
Did they see David S. Pumpkins coming out of the elevator?
All the spooky guys are here. Mummy!
Yeah, Dracula came up the elevator.
This is the origin story of Monster Mash.
Yeah, this is starting to sound like the
Why no one ever invite Dracula, huh? What does Dracula have to do to get an
Why is
invite?
Dracula Italian?
It's me, Dracula.
Around 10 p.m., Jeanne d'Ange was surrounded by at least 7 other nuns, all praying for relief from these specters. Suddenly, Jeanne felt an invisible hand close around her own. When she opened her fingers, inside her fist were 3 hawthorn thorns. That's when things started getting bad. As Protestant pastor Nicholas Aubin wrote, the women quote,
that?
No, I heard it. I was just confused.
The thorns in her hand.
Okay, but nobody like explained.
struck their chests and backs with their heads,
The
as if
Lord.
they had their necks broken, and with inconceivable rapidity.
Wait, what the fuck?
Okay, so we've got some goose motherfuckers.
Hard for me to
Bobblehead.
demonstrate, but sort of like, wow, 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 sort of like that.
These ghosts turn these nuns into Pez dispensers, so they're
Yeah,
just out there
basically.
just fucking slapping themselves in the chest.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
They twisted their arms at the joints of the shoulder, the elbow, or the wrist 2 or 3 times around. Lying on their stomachs, they joined the palms of their hands to the soles
gosh,
of their
the
feet.
new
Their
dodgeball
faces
of the
became
century.
so frightful one could not bear to look at them. Their tongues issued suddenly
Oh
from
my
their
gosh,
mouths,
that's how the movie
horribly
Nuns was
swollen,
made.
black, hard,
Nun.
and
I
covered
don't
with
know.
pimples. And yet, while in this state, they spoke distinctly. Freaky.
Incredible flexibility.
Really nice.
Would
Cirque du
be-
Soleil levels.
Would be very useful in a game of Twister.
Okay.
I played Twister recently, actually.
How'd it go?
Not well. In fact, I was quite out of breath.
Is that?
There's no purpose to the
Okay.
story other than the fact that I was just remembering how fucking hard it was to play Twister. I can't touch my toes.
Doctors examined the girls, but couldn't
too.
find anything physically wrong.
can't.
And so there was only one explanation left. Come on, folks, sing it with me. They were possessed! Time for some exorcisms!
Oh shit.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Exorcism.
Oh, my foot fell asleep. My foot just got possessed.
Priests were called in from all over the region to rid the nuns of their tormentors. On the 5th of October, 3 exorcisms were performed on Prioress Jeanne. According to the ecclesiastical record, quote, after much violence, vexation, howling, gnashing of teeth, of which 2 back ones were broken, he finally left said prioress in great peace. And she declared that she was cured of a strong suffering of spirit and great beating of the heart, and thought she was perfectly
She had a
cured.
heart attack.
She remained in that repose all night, sleeping peacefully, more so than she had done since the first apparition.
So all good then.
Yeah, all good.
Okay, well, I guess
Well.
religion's real.
Yeah. Also,
So-
apparently it's easy to get like a
No.
gaggle of priests to come do an exorcism. Did they just?
They're just sitting around fucking
not so
waiting.
much
They're like,
nowadays. Now you have to go
please,
through the
somebody
admin
get
and stuff.
possessed.
It's like
We're
a
so
whole-
bored.
By the next
to,
morning,
like,
however,
certain
the
things.
prioress was unable to take communion and repeatedly denied God. Turns out she wasn't cured after all. This was going to be a long haul, and so
JK.
more priests were brought in.
Haha,
As the days
JK.
went by and news got out about a group of possessed nuns, more priests and lay
That's a
people
band
arrived,
from
ostensibly to
long
help the
time
poor
ago.
girls in some way,
They're
but
the
more
ones who
likely
sing
to
that,
just
"We're
witness the
not gonna
spectacle this was
take it."
becoming. In short order, the exorcisms turned into public exhibitions.
Yeah,
At least
sure.
once a day, the nuns would be led from their convent through the streets to a scaffold outside of a church or chapel.
Google it. Google it. You don't believe me?
No, I don't.
Keep in
want-
mind, this is way before I was born. I'm like old, but not that old.
Okay, let me Google
Where
it on my
spectators
phone.
would already be waiting with bated breath. Tourists came from as far away as England and Scotland, with crowds numbering up to 2,500, all hoping to see some messed up shit. They would not be disappointed.
Jesus Christ.
I'm buying tickets to that. I don't know about you guys.
Front row seat.
Yeah. I'm in the splash zone. I've got my poncho on. I'm ready to see that split pea soup get vomited all over my ass.
These nuns were probably loving the attention.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true.
Because when you're a nun, like, you don't get to talk to anyone except nuns and God. So they're probably like, ooh, this is sort of our, rumspringa.
Yeah.
That's true, and you got a whole audience that's gonna lose their mind. Like you could do a handstand, and the whole crowd's gonna be like, "Holy shit, dude!"
God, okay, so Rumspringa is when like you're Amish before you are an adult and you like fully commit to being Amish. They let their kids like go out and experience like the outside world. They get to drive cars. They get to like wear modern clothes, go to parties, watch
Modern.
movies, technology and stuff. And then afterwards, that's when they decide if they want to like stay and be like an adult and stay in the Amish religion, or abandon everything and everybody they've known their entire life to live in the modern world.
The molten world.
But yeah, it's called Rumspringa.
Oh.
Ooh, the demon's making her do a fucking handstand. You know, that's how people sounded back then. And
They like hold out a little autograph book and the nun would lick it with her black tongue. The women were loosely tied to chairs and started exhibiting signs of being possessed. Now the whole thing became a pretty repeatable show with predictable beats. At first, the women would thrash about all demon-like. Eventually, the holy men would start to gain ground until, by the end, the demons would confess they were no match for Jesus.
holy shit. That's this is performance art.
Ryan, this does sound pretty similar to Blue Man Group.
I was about to say, my boy's possessed by rhythm.
Do you even get that?
During these shows, the women would shout the names of the demons that were tormenting them. Jeanne d'Ange alone claimed to have 7 demons residing in her body. Listing the names of every demon mentioned over the course of the possessions leaves us with a real who's who of hell. There was Asmodeus, Zabulon, and Isaacaron, Astaroth, Gresil, and Amand made an appearance. Coal of impurity and concupiscence wouldn't miss it. Why, Leviathan, Behemoth, Bahari, Asus, and Kelsis came too.
What was the first one again?
Asmodeus.
Oh, wait, I've heard of
Isn't
that
that
one.
like a Prince
Why?
of Hell?
No, that's what I thought
Yeah,
you said.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, you got him in your cell phone or something?
No.
He's like, wait, I know that one.
Achaos, Sedon, Nephthalim, Sham, Uriel, and Akas go in on the fun.
Wait, I
Wait,
know
thought-
some.
I thought Uriel was an angel. Like, not even joking. No, seriously, I thought, like, I swear there's like an archangel. Oh, I can't speak.
Oh my
An
gosh, the
archangel
Alex Rider
named
book.
Uriel.
Archangel. But I've heard of that one, that one, that one. That's all. I've heard a few of them.
I mean, I've heard of a couple of them. And we're gonna end there.
And of
Wow.
course, Alex showed up. And so did
100%
fornication. And a dog's dick.
Dogs what?
Family friendly, huh? Do you know what fornication means?
Don't explain it. Don't explain it. Just don't explain it.
Also, can you imagine this poor demon? Like, just imagine. He must be pissed off at the world if his name is Dogstick.
Yeah, probably.
I wonder what his MO is. Like, you know how, like, demons have, like, different realms that they cover?
Yeah.
And then they like, do different things? What does Dogstick do? Does it just, like, pop up unexpectedly?
To take your dog.
No, to take your dog's dick. Oh my gosh. This is the demon that possesses vets? When they take the dog's balls.
No!
I'm sorry. I need to stop. Oh.
Yeah.
What?
That was in the research.
Lag.
What?
Just dog's dick. Oh, another question. And this one is a free write. What
God, I hate
demons are possessing you? Get creative with those names. The best demons wins a jelly bean.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, this is like physical demons, not.
I mean, if you want to get dark about it, you can actually talk about your problems in life, or you can just think of some funny names. Think, folks, think. Ryan looks like he's communing with demons as he writes.
That's true, I am. I'm running out of room on my board, so I'm just gonna have 5 demons that are inside me.
That's plenty.
Sorry.
Okay, Ryan, what do you got?
All right, got a little roll call here of all the fellas that are inside me.
Hey, fellas!
All right, boys, it's your time to shine. We got Zulu, fun guy. Ragnarok, no relation to the film. Mortini, Harthazar,
Okay.
really
you
musically
just
talented.
LeBron James.
LeBron James, once again, no relation to the real LeBron
Oh,
James.
is it just an actual demon named LeBron James?
And then Whataburger. I actually
Whataburger.
went to Austin recently and was one of the worst things that ever entered my body.
And now it remains inside you.
I can't get rid of it, unfortunately.
Okay. And Sarah, what do you got?
I got toxoplasmosis, which is toxoplasmosis is you get it from your cat and it makes you love your cat a lot. And then I also got Michael Stuhlbarg down here just because I'm possessed with my love for Michael Stuhlbarg.
Sure.
And also I've drawn a little cat with a heart.
Oh,
Just
who's
like
that?
extra, just like I know you love cats, Professor.
Oh,
so...
well, yeah, I've really come around to them.
current
Well, those are
right now
both
is
wonderful
lactose.
little demon lists. Ryan, I'm going to give you
Giving me
5 points.
Okay.
Sarah, I'm going to give you 6 points because you gave us a little picture, and you know how much I love it when people do that. Wow, you guys really got the hang of this. See? It's easy to be possessed.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yes, that was the exercise.
The exercise, that's funny. Okay, moving along. While the exorcisms were becoming quite the spectacle, not everyone in town was convinced there were actual demons possessing these girls. Some of the hallmarks of possession were noticeably missing, like speaking in foreign tongues, clairvoyant predictions, and feats of supernatural strength, like levitation. Apart from devil parlor tricks, what the people really wanted was the name of the sorcerer who had stuffed a clown car's worth of demons into these poor nuns. On October 11th, the crowds finally got their name when the demon Astaroth, speaking from inside Jean, said the person responsible was a local priest named Urban Grandier. Who was Urban Grandier? A priest who campaigned against King Louis XIII's desire to tear down the city walls. B, a priest who had greatly offended Cardinal Richelieu years ago. Or C, the handsome priest who had knocked up the daughter of that prominent family years ago.
I think it's B.
I think it's A or B. Either one.
You have to pick one.
No.
Yeah. It's not a range. I let it slide last time, but this time you have to commit. Man up.
Think hard.
A.
Think hard, do well. You guys can never disappoint me.
Okay.
Ryan, what do you got?
C, he's a naughty priest.
Naughty priest.
And then IDK. I don't know.
Believe in yourself. Get rid of that IDK. Get rid of it right now.
Okay.
Go on.
You know, you're right, I should.
Too hard on yourself.
You know what? I'm erasing the question mark too.
Yeah.
C, naughty priest.
Just because you usually get stuff wrong doesn't mean you're a dumb guy.
Okay, I don't know if I needed the last part. But...
Sarah, what do you got?
C, hot priest, and then I put eyes looking to the side like.
Doop, we got ourselves a couple sea dogs out there.
Oh man.
Ryan, take it. Oh, Sarah's already on it. Here we go. Let's all bark together. Best bit on the show.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's
It
find
wasn't
out
funny
via
the
the
first
magic
time,
of
and it's
theater. See you guys in a
extra
bit.
not funny now.
The power of Christ compels you, French girl. I am no French girl. I am Astaroth, one of the 7 demons splitting the 2-bedroom apartment that is this prioress. Astaroth, let loose your unholy tongue. Tell us the name of the sorcerer who demonized these dames. 'Twas none other than Urban Grandier.
I told you.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
The
It was-
priest who campaigned against King Louis XIII's efforts
Wait,
to
what?
centralize power.
What?
Yes! I can't believe it. Urban Grandier, the priest who got under Cardinal Richelieu's skin back before he was the Cardinal Richelieu. You know it. The same Urban Grandier who knocked up Philippe Trincon, the lovely daughter of our public prosecutor and a member of one of the most important families around. That's him. I think about him like all the time. And have you ever, seen this dude? Nope. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. Dog dick, humperdoo, etc.
Oh my god, it was all
Oh my
3.
god.
Girl, what the heck?
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
So
Busy
scary.
guy.
Points to neither of you.
Yeah.
Wait, what? There was no all of the above, was there?
No, but sometimes he plays little tricks.
Sometimes it's fun to be nasty.
It's fun to be a little nasty.
Yeah.
I find it's a lot more fun to be kind.
I don't think that's
Well,
true.
me,
Some devilish trickery of my own for that question. But Urban Grandier was all of the above, and therefore in the position to have a lot of very powerful enemies. As the sketch mentioned, the nuns had never actually met Grandier, merely heard about his exploits via whispers through the convent's gate. If Grandier thought his lack of contact with the nuns would save him from these serious accusations, he was sorely mistaken, as the nuns soon produced receipts.
Oh shit.
Fuck, they got the receipts.
Damn. What evidence did the nuns have that Grandier was the man responsible for their possessions? A. Several nuns had strange markings resembling Grandier's initials. B. They produced a copy of the contract signed between Grandier and the devil. Or C. The nuns were able to accurately describe Grandier's lower back tattoo.
I wonder if we could see if it was fun of it.
Ryan, what do you got?
I put B. It's a devilish deed.
A devilish deed.
What do you
And
think?
Sarah?
I too put devilish deed, and I drew a little devil, but I didn't know what it was gonna look like at first, so that's why it looks.
What a happy little guy. Jelly beans for both of you.
Hooray!
You're both right.
Yes, the answer is B. They produced papers straight from the fiery pits of hell. In May of 1634, more than a year and a half after one nun had a spooky dream, the girls were still being publicly exorcised. Perhaps looking to juice up the show that he'd already been participating in for several seasons, the demon Leviathan, by way of Jeanne d'Ange, produced a copy of the pact signed by Grandier, as well as Satan and other demons. Leviathan was only able to show everyone a copy because the original, signed with Urban's own blood, was apparently, and this is not a joke, filed away in hell.
I was gonna say, thank God, you know, the devil keeps good copies. He's got duplicate. He's probably got a solid state hard drive somewhere.
I feel like nowadays that
Bureaucracy
filing
is the
cabinet is
devil's
much better
handiwork.
kept. Not that I've seen it or anything, but
Probably.
he's definitely
Okay.
got some sort of
You'll
like shared
understand
doc
when you're older.
situation.
Yeah, a Google Drive,
Okay.
which, you know, is a devilish program, so it makes sense.
I'll tell you what, things weren't looking good for Urban Grandier, but it hadn't always been this way. When he arrived in Loudun in 1617 at age 27, he was a Jesuit rock star. Witty, charismatic, and easy on the eyes to boot, Grandier was the
he
total
ugly.
package for a Catholic church looking to sway some Protestants back over to their particular brand of smells and bells.
I don't like how we phrase that.
Smells and bells.
That's funny.
Soon, however, Grandier started making missteps. In 1618, he snubbed a young bishop by insisting on being ahead of him in a local religious ceremony. That young bishop was the future Cardinal Richelieu, a guy known for holding grudges. Grandier also became known for humiliating those who opposed him, even occasionally breaking into fistfights. Then, in 1629, as we've discussed, he knocked up the daughter of a proud local family. He also found himself on the wrong side of a political debate regarding the walls of the city. So by the time the nuns started dropping his name, I'll tell you what, the church had been looking for ways to get rid of the growing liability that was Grandier.
There's nothing more holy than fisticuffs, baby.
I'm sure all the other priests were up to some nonsense too. They were just better at hiding it.
Yeah.
They were probably just jealous of how hot he was, it sounds like.
Oh, we gotta kill this hot guy.
He's so hot.
They all just want to kiss this hot guy. They don't want to kiss me. Let's kill him. Well,
Like
we
20 minutes.
really explored that reality. To determine Grandier's guilt, he was given a sham trial. Witnesses testifying against the priest were lauded, and false evidence was encouraged. Anyone who took the stand on Grandier's behalf was treated with hostility, and sometimes their testimony wasn't even written down. Perhaps the most uncomfortable part of the trial, for Grandier at least, was after one of Jeanne's demons claimed Grandier had the mark of the devil in two places, next to his anus and inside his testicles.
Inside of the testicles?
Inside of the testicles.
So they open the testicle?
I guess
I don't know what demon do down there, but it sounded like demon be all up in them nuts.
Does it mean betwixt?
I don't know if the demon shrinks down and swings on them like church bells or what.
Why is it always like by the
picturing
anus,
a
by the
demon going,
testicles? It's never like on your
like
elbow.
Tarzan.
I like the
But
demons
guys
just
nuts
divvying up in person like, I call his fucking sweaty anus.
Damn it, I wanted the sweaty anus.
These claims needed to be tested, and it just so happened that the girl Grandier knocked up had a relative who was a surgeon. Grandier was stripped and shaved, and the doctor took a long needle and jabbed him in the noted areas. Grandier reportedly screamed so loud that people on the street could hear. This was enough to confirm the markings, apparently.
Because a needle went in the testes and he screamed.
He got them demons in him.
That's true.
Okay, so
you want a surefire way to make the
don't
old
have
Bergmeister scream?
testicles,
Put a
but I
needle
feel
in my
like if
scrotum.
somebody were
Yeah.
to
And you'll hear
stab
me fucking singing like a
in the
canary.
nuts, and I screamed.
Pro
that
tip.
Would be a perfectly
Despite
reasonable
overwhelming
response,
odds,
you know?
Grandier still
With a
had a
needle?
chance at surviving these accusations when Jeanne d'Ange recanted her testimony, saying she accused the priest under false pretenses. She even tried to hang herself out of guilt and was only saved by other nuns. 2 others who had falsely accused Grandier also admitted that they had lied. But to the judges, this was simply another one of Grandier's satanic tricks.
Wait, so were they possessed when they were saying he was lying?
It seems like they tried to come clean and were like, okay, we heard him scream. We heard you stuck pins in his balls. Look, this is getting a little out of hand. We
Yeah.
apologize.
Well, that's nice of them to be like, you know what? Once needles go into the sack, I think we've gone a little
Yeah,
too
that's
far.
rude.
I think we taught him a lesson.
Yeah.
Also, we completely ignored how awful it would be to get a spike in the asshole.
It would
be
be
bad.
bad, yeah.
At 5 a.m. on August 18th, 1634, the judges declared Urbain Grandier guilty of, quote, sorcery, evil spells, and the possession visited upon some Ursuline nuns of this town of Loudun. In an attempt to get the disgraced priest to confess and turn over any accomplices, Grandier was carried off to be tortured. His legs were crushed to a pulp. But still, Grandier did not
At first I thought he was gonna go into that meme, his legs were cut off, his arms were cut off, his eyebrows were cut off, his nose were cut off. I thought he was gonna do that.
confess.
Fucking Christ!
Yeah. You know those like metal boots where you heat it up till it's red hot, it's got a bunch of spikes inside and you just clamp it down?
Fuck! Oh my god.
God damn, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, France.
I love of all the ways you could crush legs to a pulp, they were like, let's make a boot that's on fire and
Yeah.
full of needles. Like, just use hammers. Y'all are freaky. I mean, you got croissants, which is good, but the rest of it, I
Hey,
don't
man.
know.
Big fan of croissants. Hate
Don't
the
get
crushing
me
of the
wrong.
legs. Okay.
Good bread.
That same day, before a crowd of more than 6,000, Grandier was placed on a pyre. The priest, tasked with giving him last rites, refused to give Grandier the kiss of peace and set the pyre ablaze himself. Grandier is said to have died nobly, never confessing to anything, instead only professing his love of God.
Damn.
Committed. I'd be
Yeah.
like, yo, fuck God!
Yeah.
That's crazy. If my love of God got me to the point where my legs were crushed and I had a holy ball sack, I think maybe we should try Satan.
Yeah. Oh, with Grandier dead, what happened with the possessions? A, the spirit of Grandier himself started possessing the ladies of Loudun. B, they stopped that very day. Or C, they got worse.
This is a really hard one, actually.
All right, what y'all got?
Yeah, but hey, part 2. Let's keep this possession going. you know?
Okay. Sarah, what do you got?
I'm gonna say B. All better.
All better. Points to neither of you.
Oh, damn.
Got it right.
Yeah.
It did get worse, though?
Yes, it did. As is almost always the case, a public execution did not make matters better. In fact, some believe things only got worse, with the demons jumping from the women to other people. A priest, one of the judges at Grandier's trial, and the surgeon who jabbed the guy's nuts with a needle all died shortly after Grandier, raving mad and filled with demons. Another priest, Father Tranquille, died later, possessed by Leviathan and Dog's Dick. 4 months after Grandier was toasted before the town, Father Jean-Joseph Suron arrived to try his hand at ridding Jeanne d'Ange of the demons. And boy, did he have a funny plan. He pleaded with the demons to possess him instead, a wish that apparently was granted. In October 1637, the final demons cleared out of Jeanne d'Ange, miraculously leaving behind 4 names scrawled on her hand: Joseph, Mary, Jesus, and a recently deceased French saint who frankly seems to have gotten pretty lucky to be the 4th wheel on that roster.
They get announced as they come on stage by Don Pardo.
Joseph, Mary, Jesus, and musical guest, a recently deceased French saint.
Exactly. Nailed it.
Thanks.
What did the guy, we don't know what the priest did to get all the demons. Was he,
He
like,
just-
come and get me?
That's basically what he said. He said, come on in.
I'm tasty.
Yeah.
He wanted superpowers. That's what he wanted.
Ooh, I got a real nasty, cozy little soul. Come on in. Maybe he was a little freako, you know?
Possess me, Daddy.
Holy shit, dude.
Well, those demons didn't want their tour de France to end, and so they were happy to answer the call of the priest welcoming them into his soul, Father Sauron. For 20 years, Sauron, chock full of demons, lived in a state of mental collapse, barely able to walk or talk, confident he was now damned. Eventually, Sauron did recover and had a long career as an author and mystic near Bordeaux. Oh, and our final puppet poppin' of the season has arrived. I think that big old soiree is just getting started, so they should be in quite a state. Jelly Telly, which party animal is our guest of honor today?
You thought this was my birthday party? Oh, this was your birthday party. That's so funny.
Hey there, Propeller.
Oh, hey. Oh, it's the professor, everybody. It looks like we got a pretty bad connection here. Hey, who's at the door? We're all here.
Okay,
Somebody
well,
want to get that?
I think this Jelly Telly's finally kicked the dust, so why don't... What the... Okay, look, I'm just gonna ask the question here. Now emptied of demons, what happened with Jeanne d'Ange? A. She shut herself in the convent and devoted the remainder of her life to silent prayer. B. She went on a month-long publicity tour. Or C. She left the church and may have had a stint as Cardinal Richelieu's mistress.
Oh, I want it to be C.
You're so hard.
No, you got it.
You think it's
Follow your heart.
maybe?
Look deep inside yourself and write what you feel.
Just let me think in peace.
Okay, Ryan, what do you got?
B, Tour de France. I think
Okay.
that's what happened.
Sure.
I don't know.
And Sarah?
I also said B because she seems like she loves the fame.
She does.
This one likes the fame.
This one likes the fame.
Sure. Well, let's find out through one last trip to the wonderful world of theater. Bye.
Oh wait, be right back. Can you entertain stream or chat?
How?
I don't know, you could just like talk or something.
Hello. I have no idea what to say here. Yeah, so we're just gonna sit in silence. Enjoy. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
What are you doing?
Do do. I'm playing hold music.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna talk to empty air.
Okay.
Oh, gobble, gobble, bugga, zugga, zip, zap, zop. Oh, God, the power of Christ compels you. Okay, that worked. I feel better now. Thanks, Father Sauron. You're better? After 3 years, I did it. Oh, praise God. Though also, since I have taken on so many demons myself, I fear the next few decades will be rather hard on me. Yeah, cool.
I want you to jump in to the pool and get some. Because you didn't take a shower.
Okay, give me a second. I'll jump in the pool. No, it's fine.
Oh, I can't go all the way down.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. I'll do it. Keep chatting.
Can we just end the live stream?
Yeah.
Live